Hello, this is Dinah Lane from Harwich Channel 18, and I am here with the Harwich Conservation Trust people. It's Michael Locke, the Executive Director. Hi, Mike.
Hi, Dinah.
And Connor, Director of Land Stewardship.
Hi, Dinah. Good to see you.
Hi, Connor. And Haley Steinmetz, who is the Outreach Coordinator. Is that right?
Yes, that's true.
Yes, great. Wonderful. So Connor, I understand you want to talk a little bit about something new that you're putting in place.
Yes, we're really excited to announce that we're moving to an all-electric tool fleet. So battery-powered tools from Ego Power Tools. And we're doing this because the mission of Harwich Conservation Trust is to protect woods, water, wildlife, and our shared quality of life. So the main part of that is saving land, but integral to that mission is a commitment to sustainability and green practices. So this move to all battery-powered tool fleet helps complete that mission. The battery-powered tools reduce a lot fewer emissions and reduce our reliance on greenhouse gases. So the normal outdoor power equipment tools are two-stroke engines, and they lack a lot of the emission control features that cars do. So EPA studies have found that these two-stroke engines on outdoor power equipment actually release so many emissions. It's the equivalent of running a new car or 11 new cars for the same amount of time as one of these small engines. And so we wanted to move to these battery-powered tools to reduce our carbon footprint and the emission load that we're putting out onto our lands. So we're really excited. We will have this tool fleet operational fairly soon, and we'll be out on the land continuing to protect the land and maintain these beautiful conservation properties, but with a reduced emissions load and a new commitment to sustainability.
That's excellent. Always making improvements. Wonderful. Moving in the right direction. Yep. Okay. Wonderful. So Haley, I understand you've been working hard on the walks and various other programs. Do you want to talk a little bit about what you've been up to?
Yeah, definitely. So we've got some exciting events coming up the next couple months as we move into spring. With the warming weather, we're starting up our Preschool Explorer program again with our walk leader, Andrea Higgins. There's 7 upcoming walks in March and April, and each take place at various preserves in both Harwich and Chatham. So HCT partnered with Chatham Conservation Trust and the Friends of Sylvan Gardens to make the walks in Chatham possible. So we're super excited about that. And this program is a great way to get outside with your little kids who are 2 to 5 years old and explore the outdoors and discover nature together. So that'll be a really fun couple events. And then we're also adding to our birding walk program. So in addition to our Bell's Neck birding walks on Tuesday mornings, we're going to have Coldbrook birding walks on Thursdays as well. And those will also be guided by Peter Troll. And so for more information and to sign up for these events, you can visit our website at harwichconservationtrust.org.
That sounds good. That's always a good place to check for any of these things. And when does the preschool program begin?
The first event is, let me check that real quick.
I think it's Tuesday, March 1st. Is that right?
Tuesday is March 1st. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Great. We'll look forward to that. And Mike, I understand you have some online things coming up. Do you want to talk something about the various online programs you might have?
Sure. Thanks, Dinah. And before I do so, I want to lift up this theme of partnership to make all of these events and land stewardship and land preservation opportunities possible. We heard at the outset of Connor mentioning this transition from gas-powered to battery-powered tools as a step towards greater ecological sustainability. And that's also made possible by a partnership with the business in town, Harwich Paint and Decorating, and Ace Hardware off Route 137, Paul and Lynn Fox. And you'll be hearing more about that once we actually receive the tools. And then we have the partnership that Haley mentioned with the walks that we're expanding the Preschool Explorer adventures into Chatham with our sister land trust, Chatham Conservation Foundation being the oldest land trust on the Cape, Harwich Conservation Trust being the youngest. That's a great partnership right there. And the Friends of Sylvan Gardens. So these partnerships really make the conservation world go round. We're partnering, just to bridge from that theme, we're partnering with the state's Division of Fisheries and Wildlife to share a online talk virtual program via Zoom on Wednesday, March 2nd, 7 to 8 p.m. about river otters, those elusive, the secretive mammals that live in your local conservation lands, but we rarely see them. Mm-hmm. And Jason Zimmer, who's the district manager for the Southeast region in Massachusetts, will be leading that talk. Recall in the past that he's led talks about bobcat and fisher, and now he'll bring his experience and expertise to river otters. So we look forward to hearing from him. This is a free talk, and folks can register at our website, as you heard Haley mention, www.harwichconservationtrust.org. Click on walks and events, and you'll see the Otter Talk registration link. Sign up. It's going to be really interesting.
And then it will be on Zoom. Is that right?
It will be on Zoom. Yes.
Great.
Yeah.
Great. Will we get to see pictures of the elusive otter?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. So great. Jason will share a slideshow. He'll talk about biology, behavior, population trends. He'll also talk about how to live with local wildlife. We share these lands. We share our backyards, right, with our wild neighbors. So he'll talk about how to live safely, effectively with the wildlife around us, as well as talk about river otters.
Another form of collaboration.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Right. Yeah.
Partnering. Yes.
And speaking of, we've got another partnership, a longstanding partnership with Marcia and Mark Wilson, naturalist educators, talking to us on February 26th. That's a Saturday. That's be at 11 a.m. Again, online, about owls, a range of owl species, including a few that live among us on the Cape, saw-whet owl and screech owl and great horned owl and barred, B-A-R-R-E-D, barred owl that has been making a comeback on the Cape, including in Harwich. We'll see these owls live, quote unquote, virtually. They'll bring out the owls that they care for. So Marcia and Mark have been bringing us these live owl programs, gosh, maybe 14, 15 years now. Last year's online as well. This year's on February 26th, online. Fascinating. It'll be a fast-paced slideshow. Now, recall Mark is a retired photographer with the Boston Globe. Amazing photographs he'll share, specifically about Marcia and Mark's quest in North America to find and photograph all 19 owl species, which appear in his first book, which we'll hear more about. And it was dubbed by the Association for the Advancement of Science as the best science book for middle grade students in 2020. Of course, we find these programs by Marcia and Mark fascinating, folks of all ages. It's $5 per registration. Folks in the household can watch on the same screen, so it's kind of a great way to learn more about owls. Connor, Haley, feel free to jump in about your interest in owls.
Well, I'm really excited because we have some owl boxes on our properties. And I don't know if any of them are filled right now. Try to give them space, but it is really exciting to learn about our local residents on our conservation lands, because they are out there. You hear them, and they're a really important part of the ecological function of our forests. They're a major predator, and predators are really important. So I love to hear about them. Everyone loves to hear about predators too, because they're such an important part of our ecosystem. And hopefully we'll see some owls at some point, or hear them on our lands.
Yeah, I'm definitely excited for this talk. Last week or 2 weeks ago, I had the opportunity to go on one of Peter Troll's birding walks in Bell's Neck. And there was this one point in the walk where we saw all these chickadees kind of swarming around this dead tree that had a hole in it. And, you know, Peter kind of talked about how he's walked by this tree a ton of different times before, but just that these chickadees were swarming this particular little nook in the tree, he was like, there's definitely an owl roost in there. And so that was really cool. We didn't get to see the owl itself, but it's so cool to just know that they're out there, you know, they're hiding in their trees, and it'll be really great to learn more about them. So yeah, I'm very excited.
It's great. February 26th, everybody. Check out the website, click Walks and Talks, you'll find a registration link.
Well, they're always a wonderful, wonderful show. And it is true, Connor, that it helps us understand what sounds we hear too, you know, because they all make different sounds. And I know that Marcia at least can make the sounds.
Yes.
She can really mimic the sounds extremely well, which helps you then identify when you hear something around your property. So it's really fun, and it's very educational, and it's fascinating. So, okay. Anything else before we close? This is all great. Good to get an update.
That's a wrap. Thank you so much, Dinah, for the opportunity.
Wonderful. Thank you so much. This is Dinah Lane for Channel 18. Thanks again. Bye.